My quiz today is based on the long-running Radio 4 show Round Britain Quiz.
Oh.
Aren't we?
There it is. Now, the questions on the show that I'm doing today are probably not going to be as good as on the show proper. So this you could also call this Ruined Britain. Let's stop. Let's call it Round. So this is how Round Britain Quiz works. In the show, two teams face off against fiendishly cryptic questions. But for tonight, all of you for our broadcast here can be on the same team. You could all work together and try to answer 8 different questions.
Ooh.
A full answer for a question without hints and giving all the information required is worth 6 points. If you can't answer it, don't worry. I'm going to give you hints. You will get fewer points for that question, though. So that's a possible 48 points. I'm going to give you a target of 30 to try and get through the 8 questions. Are we ready to begin? Good luck, everyone.
Go for it.
This will make you want to punch me, and I make no apologies. So here is question 1. A northern region of France, a heavy bomber, the lead singer of Radiohead, the meeting of Oxford and Regent Street, and a half or full way to secure neckwear. What is their favourite type of weather?
Well,
I'll
lead
read that
singer of
again.
Radio
Northern region of France,
It's Tom
a heavy
York.
bomber, the lead singer of Radiohead, the meeting of Oxford and Regent Street, and a half or full way to secure neckwear. What is their favourite type of weather?
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Oxford Street and Regent Street. It's just down the road from the BBC. I should know that. It's not Piccadilly Circus. It's up from
No, hang
there.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Circus, because Regent Street runs from Oxford Street to Piccadilly and has a circus at each end.
Okay. A half a full way to secure neckwear. That's a Windsor knot.
Windsor
Never
not.
happened.
And the lead singer of Radiohead is Tom York, so we've got York and Windsor.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably something.
So, are we going for like over castle or something like that? Because, well, let's see. Windsor, York. What else do we have?
So, yep, Windsor is right, and Tom York is the lead singer of Radiohead. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
Heavy bomber, Lancaster bomber?
it is
Yeah.
the Lancaster.
I don't know of a Lancaster castle, but there might
But
be.
there is a House of York, a House of Lancaster, a House of Windsor.
There is. That is very useful.
Normandy, then, for northern region of France?
Normandy is the region you're after.
That doesn't seem to fit the others, does it?
Meeting of Oxford.
Well, what have you got so far? You've got Normandy, Lancaster, York, and Windsor. What were you saying, Scott?
They're all houses.
Houses of...
Dave Matthews has got it on YouTube.
Yes, please do help them. I'll let them
We
help.
need it.
Everyone can contribute.
So what's he saying?
Sorry. He's saying rain. R-E-I-G-N.
Ah,
Because they're all places. Yeah, that is good.
so what was the meeting of Oxford and Regent Street?
Gosh, I must have been there so many times, and that's really embarrassing.
Just check
it-
it, not on a Monopoly board, is it? Because that's always possible.
No,
No,
it's-
not on Monopoly.
Okay.
Going across the central line, there's Tottenham Court Road. Then you go west to that one, and then it's Bond Street. Oh my goodness
Well,
me!
It's not those.
Is it Tudor anything? Is it?
It's not
Stuart
Tudor.
anything?
No, not Stuart. But that is another way to tackle it. You are
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Um,
I'm going to give it to you in a second.
Orange?
No,
Uh,
no, I'm going to give it to you. It's Hanover Square.
Oh,
Hanover is another house.
yes.
Gosh,
that is interesting noise.
Yeah.
Is that winding up the punch?
So Dan's address is 193.
So, just to go through the question, this is why it was. The answer is rain. The region of France was Normandy. The heavy bomber, Lancaster. The lead singer of Radiohead, Tom York. Oxford and Regent Street Cross, Hanover Square. The neckwear knot is a Windsor. And they're all houses of English monarchs. So they like to rain. And so that is their favourite type of weather. I'm going to give you 5 out of 6 for that because you didn't get the Hanover Square, which I'm now worried from David's noise is incorrect.
You're one block along.
Am
That's
I?
Holly Street. Holly Street is Hanover Square.
Oh, I'm still giving you 5.
I
And
need a webcam with a tube map on it.
And in fact, it's on neither.
Is it not? Oh, that's a great start. It was the one thing I didn't check in that question. Wikipedia will be right. Oh.
It's on Brook Street and Holly Street.
Well, you should have got it anyway from Hanover. Anyway,
it's kind of near Oxford Circus.
do you want an extra point then, David?
No.
In that case, that's fine. I'll give you 5. Question 2. Why might Gandalf, upon his return to Paris, someone who had magic moments, someone instructing 8 people in a boat, someone able to be instructed there, and Sean Connery moving in the water beside them, all be getting together? Who else would be invited, and why might ITV not be happy about this?
Because they haven't released the press release yet.
8 people have voted a coxswain.
Yeah, that's good.
Why might Gandalf? Was Magic
Well,
Moments
see,
Bing
Magic Moments-
Crosby?
It was not Bing Crosby.
I was thinking Disney
Perry
for that.
Como.
It was
Perry
Perry
Como,
Como,
that's
yes.
it, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Gandalf on his return to Paris.
Como is a Italian island, isn't it? Or
I think it is, but that's not useful here.
Someone able to
so-
be instructed there.
Cox Como. Are they all apples?
It's a good font, by the way. Dan.
Okay.
Someone able to be instructed there.
Sean Connery moving in the water beside him. That was that. You only live twice.
Did
Oh.
What is your knowledge about Lord of the Rings?
Well, I've watched the film.
Do you want to do a spoiler warning here?
It's a 20-year-old movie, ish, and the book is quite a lot older. So I think we're fine.
Dave-
Gandalf is the grey and comes back as the white.
yeah, Dave's got
Dave,
this. I think on
Dave
on YouTube.
Matthews, join the link is on Brothers Bar. Come and join the chat. You're very good at this, I think.
So what has he said? So upon his return, the white is interesting. Yes.
But why Paris?
Maybe it's.
How?
Do you want to say what Dave Matthews has
Oh,
said
hang on. What's French for white? Blanc.
Blanc.
Mm-hmm. But it wasn't. He wasn't Gandalf White. He was Gandalf
Gandalf the Grey.
the
Low
White.
white.
LeBlanc.
And Cox and
Cox,
Perry
and which
yeah.
means also Aniston.
Uh-huh.
So you've got
Yeah.
the 8 people in a boat. Someone able to be instructed there. What would they be doing if they were in the boat?
Okay, so
Rowing.
They could row.
They could row, correct?
Oh God.
God. This is all done from Dave. This is all we're just back solving.
Yeah.
And Sean Connery moving in the water beside them.
Swimmer.
Yeah, they would be a swimmer.
Yeah.
Which means Aniston's left over. and
Correct.
Should be invited. Why might ITV
Now-
not be happy?
Yes.
It was on Channel 4.
Now,
so it's
It's friends only on the ITV.
Because you're not allowed to have a congregation of friends anymore.
Yes, that's the government might not be happy about. But why did you say congregation?
Because that's how you describe a group of people getting together.
True, true. What's been in the news recently?
Viruses?
Well, yeah, about these people in particular.
Oh, they're getting back together again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, reunion. You
That's very close to the word you want. They would be
Friends
Friends
reunited.
reunited.
Uh,
Try to be owned for a bit.
Yes, so why might not be happy? Do you know why they may not be happy about this?
well, it went
So
bust.
don't own
it-
it anymore.
Yes, ITV bought Friends Reunited for £120 million and sold it for £25 million 5 years later. So they lost 100 million quid on Friends Reunited.
wow.
Wow.
So that question, Gandalf the White would be LeBlanc, because he came back. He went away as Gandalf the Grey, and then he came back as Gandalf the White. The person who sang Magic Moments was Perry Como. A rowing instructor is a cox, someone who could row, Lisa Kudrow. In the water would be a swimmer, but it's Sean Connery, so it's Schwimmer. Jennifer Aniston would also be invited, and they would be Friends Reunited, which ITV sold a massive loss. I'll give you a 4 for that. There was a bit of hinting that needed to go on, but a good, strong effort for question
Amazing.
Anyway, apparently we're all playing Beat Dave Matthews on YouTube, who's apparently
2.
he's apparently seen the questions. I think.
So once again, Dan's address
all the
is
questions at the start.
3926.
Right, so we have some enclosed football here, not in hazmat.
Feels smart because
9.
You are currently on 9 points.
Okay.
You've scored 9 in 2 questions. Can
I'll
you
get
get
some
to
crisps. So I'll let Dave Matthews gets questions right. So
Well, I already know that I've joined. I'm going to know nothing else from here on in.
that's literally how this works.
Okay, well, good luck.
All right, you're
A
broadcasting now.
wingless parasitic insect in South Korea. An evil incantation in Bolivia. What Oliver wanted in Italy and a pollen producer in Iran. What roughly are in Norway? Talk it out.
right. So if Oliver wanted more,
Mhm.
then what's the
More.
Italian word for more?
I don't know.
Or what is more in Italian?
Isn't it?
Huh?
We, I think.
We?
We. I think.
How do you spell that?
PUI, I think, or PIU.
We.
Oh, Pew.
Certainly what it is in
PIU.
So
Okay.
PIU. Pew. Yeah.
Try and get some of the others.
Okay. Wingless parasitic insect like a louse.
It is a louse.
Oh, hang on. More is an anagram of Rome.
Oh,
Louse is the anagram of soul.
Oh,
Okay,
so-
okay.
Olivia.
Now we're rolling.
Mhm.
Well, to skip to the end, lose
Why is that?
as an anagram of Oslo.
Correct.
Okay.
What else have we got?
What's the Iran's capital?
Iran is the capital of Iran.
Hornet.
Ah.
No.
and well done to Matt who got that as well, by the way, on the YouTube stream.
Oh yeah.
Not
That-
quite
well done.
hornet.
No. Oliver is it's a
Yeah,
flower.
No, that's Honduras. It's Bolivia.
Oh, anther.
Yes, there we go. Yes.
Ah.
Anther.
I've never heard of Anther. Sorry.
So we've got Laos.
Bolivia is what we need.
Well,
It's like curse and
Curse is
Sucre.
right.
curse and sucre.
Sucre. Mhm.
Yes, La Paz is not the capital of Bolivia. It is the center of government, but it is not the capital. The capital is Sucre. Well, there we go. Laos is an anagram of soul. Curse is an anagram of Sucre. More is an anagram of Rome. Anther is an anagram of Tehran. So what
Tehran.
roughly in Norway? Lose 6 points. I can't book a single point.
Well done.
Question 4. How might someone looking for valuables, someone famously crying out for a nurse, a whipless father of the house, and Wallander all help you to tune your radio?
well, Wallender's first name is Kurt. He was played by Kenneth Branagh. He's
Yes.
from Norway.
You've said the important words that you need, but I'm not going to tell you which ones they are just yet.
Okay. Father of the house.
Is that Ken Clark who had the whip removed from him?
It was Kenneth Clark.
Oh, are they all Kens? That's what's the frequency, Kenneth?
What's the freak? Yes, of course.
Laurie M.
Very good. Yes, carry on.
I assume one of these must be
Is it Kenneth Williams?
Kenneth Williams. Yeah.
I'm going to
Well,
tell
actually,
you
I
that the
can't see-
second one is Kenneth Williams. Can you work out why?
It's Carry On Nurse.
It's from Carry On, not necessarily just Nurse.
Doctor. All matron.
Ooh, matron.
There we go.
How is someone
Yeah.
looking for some valuables? Kenneth Kendall. Treasure hunt.
Very good. Again, and so why might they help you tune your radio?
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So I can't dock a point, another 6 points. Someone looking for valuables would be a treasure hunter, so it would be Kenneth Kendall. Someone crying out for a nurse, it's Kenneth Williams for Ooh Matron. Kenneth Clark, he was the father of the house who had his whip removed last year. And Wallander was played by Kenneth Brenner. And they will help you tune your radio because you'll be able to ask them, what's the frequency, Kenneth? 6 more points. Okay. How's this one? Try number 5. If you depart with an irate monarch, then briefly pop in to see a prancing lemony bear, and then leave a car without having to pay at a Marsh's chapel, where's next? And what gesture might you do when you get there?
Can I say what gesture I'm thinking of?
It's not that one.
You can count to 1 or 2.
Well, the only Lemony I can think of is Lemony Snicket. So is there a bear in a Lemony Snicket story?
Is not, no.
The word choice is
Apparently
interesting.
I actually think it's Simon Smith, but I don't know if that's Lemony.
Leave a car out to pay at free parking at Marsh's Chapel.
Oh, hang on.
Monopoly.
Yes. Free parking. Part with no
Just
rank
this,
monarch.
okay.
King's Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's
Okay,
King's Cross
King's
and
Cross. Prancing lemony bear.
You're on the right lines. You're doing exactly the right thing.
Is it not Monopoly, but is it railway stations in London? Would that be Paddington?
It's not, no.
Okay, maybe it is Monopoly then.
Is it an anagram?
It could be.
Lemony Bear anagram?
Marylebone.
Ah. Good one.
So it's either Fenchurch or Liverpool Street.
Fenchurch, Marsh's
French's
Chapel.
Marsh Chapel. So free parking Fenchurch.
So Liverpool Street.
Let's go to jail, isn't it?
No, it's what's next? Going to jail with the pointed finger?
No, the stations
No,
aren't there.
it's
So
a
it's King's
station.
Cross,
No,
Marylebone.
We've got all right, King's Cross, then pop in, which is just visiting. Prancing
Yes.
is Marylebone, and leave a car without paying. It's free parking. Then pay at Marsh's Chapel's Fenchurch. So the next corner is go to jail. Your point there.
Yep. I'll accept that. I actually had a different gesture in mind. There's one. No, not like that. There's one more square actually right at the start. If you depart.
Well, the arrow.
Oh,
Go.
go.
If you depart, you go. Yes, that's slightly hidden, but yes. So, how do you know how you would get from one to the next on the board?
Roll a 6.
Not a
5.
six.
5. 10 on the side, yeah.
Yeah. So if you roll a 5 each time, I was thinking that you might do a high 5 when you get to jail. But I'm happy with the pointing finger. Absolutely
Okay.
happy with that. I didn't have to hint either.
Yeah.
I can't-
5 point. Okay, I'll give you a point if you can name the name of the officer who is doing the.
I know the
Well,
answer.
I'm going to have to dock you a point for cockiness there. So no, I could give you all 6 points, and I don't know to that, by the way.
It's Officer Mallory.
Wow.
David gets all of Dan's points.
And do you know the name of the person in the jail?
Oh. No.
Oh, he has a name, yes, and I don't remember it.
It's called Jake the Jailbird,
Ah.
according to an official Monopoly companion that came out in the 80s.
There
My,
was-
Penny
my
back
stream
as
is
well. You've
paused,
got
so are
3
we
out
back
of
yet?
4 for an only connect question there.
We are just back.
Shall I pause then?
Presume probably the last section
Ruined Britain quiz.
of Ruined Britain Quiz.
You made the logo.
And a picture to go with it, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're on 27 points. You're going to hit 30 easily.
I have to say that's a good strong graphic, Dan. By the way,
Thank you very much. I made it myself from a starting graphic that I found on the web.
nice.
What, you didn't pay £100 for it?
No.
Oh. Because, like, only an idiot would do that sort of thing.
Yeah, I know, tell me about it. It's just
right, can you
occasionally
hit-
you see something, you think I've got to have that, and you buy it, and I use it. But that was good, but it's not £100 worth of good, to be honest. Never mind.
I reckon you'll hit 40 points. I reckon you'll get there. But prove me wrong. Oh, whoops. That's not. There we are. Okay, so that was we just had that question. Question number 6 of 8. Why might Marvel be interested in the following? A football player from Kansas City, a small Eurasian mustelid mammal, an extension to a skateboarding ramp from which stunts are performed, a hybrid of 2 distinct genetic lines, and a distance marker on the motorway.
Okay.
So is it the Kansas City Chiefs?
They are the Chiefs.
Yep.
And a distance marker on the motorway might be a chevron?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
CHE.
So is this to cars? Models of cars, are they?
Nope.
Marvel, I mean, presumably it'll be some sort of comic related.
Let's see. Mustelids are weasels, the stoats, the
Yeah, that kind of thing.
yeah.
Yep. But the one you're after is nothing you've said.
A
Yeah.
vole.
No.
A water vole.
No.
Ferret?
Ferret.
What was that? Sorry.
Otter?
Ferret.
No. None of those.
A mink.
Bat?
No.
Matt says skateboarding ramp is a kink.
It's not the kink that I'm after.
Heard that before.
It's specifically a name for an extension.
Yeah.
What distance mark on the motorway?
You said chevron.
That's a chevron.
So a hybrid of genetic lines is a crossbreed.
Cross.
Cross, yeah. So cross, a chevron, a chief. And
Oh, these are going to be army ranks.
No.
Oh.
Good thoughts. It's close in a way.
ooh.
If I tell you the extension is a vertical one,
What,
it's
a vert ramp or something, is it? Like,
vert.
Oh,
Vert.
okay. Is it heraldry?
Why do you say that?
Vert is green. Chevron is for sign on versus shield.
Yeah.
What was the other ones that we missed? That we had?
Cross.
Chief. Cross.
Cross. Yeah, cross is it's
Cross.
so it's
Yeah.
shields. It's kind of like Captain America's is shields. Is it shields?
Or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of Shield.
There we go. We're getting there. Yes.
Okay.
So you've got the chevron. So do you know what a chevron is on a shield?
Like an arrow.
Bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
A cross.
It's a
A
cross.
plus, basically.
Yeah. Vert you said was green. That's
Green.
fine. Do you know what a chief is?
Is that something around the top?
Yes, it's a stripe of color at the top.
Oh.
So just the muscling mammal.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a
Oh,
colour.
is it ermine? Ermine.
Ermine,
Ah,
Do you know what ermine is on a shield?
Purple.
It's a type of pattern.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
And so why might Marvel be interested in them? Because
As they're agents of Shield.
They're agents.
indeed they are parts or agents of a shield. Right, so we'll go through them.
That's clever.
Is chief. Muscling mammal is an ermine. Ramp extension is a vert. Genetic hybrid is cross. The distance marker on a motor is a chevron, and they can all be parts of a shield. So they are agents of shield. I gave you a small hint.
I think you gave us 2 hints. Yeah.
I'm going to give you 4.
so there wasn't an Argent of Shield.
Oh, that would have been good, wouldn't it?
I did think about that, and I thought I don't want to be punched. So, question 7.
A bit late for that.
I've got faith in you. I think you'll get both of these questions without hints. Good luck.
Mhm.
Nice short question here. What can be stolen, hugged, urgently issued, satanic, or simply upside down?
Bat. Versus. Urgently issued statement. Memo. Hoodie. Hug a hoodie.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm thinking flag.
I know what this is, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's satanic, it could be deviled.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poached.
Yep.
Yep.
Stolen is poached.
Coddled.
Yes. Coddled.
Scrambled, urgently issued.
Yes, like firemen or army personnel.
Sure.
And
Easy
guess-
over, I guess.
easy over,
Yeah.
yeah.
Simply, easy, upside down, over. So what can be all those things?
Eggs.
Eggs.
Perfect. 6 points. Yeah, I had faith in you.
That was all David.
No.
Well done.
Well,
Never
he
cracked
only
it.
said one word, and then
He
you went,
cracked
ah.
it.
Oh, very good.
Oh.
Oh, very good. Final question. Here we go. A forensic accountant becomes related to hearing. A group of students becomes stylish. A young salmon becomes a deflection. The back of the neck becomes messy. Silicon dioxide becomes a greasy character. What turns into someone threatening and why?
If a group of students is a class, would stylish be class C? Adding a Y.
Go on.
So the young salmon could be par, smolt, or grills.
Parry. Deflection.
Yep. Okay, so that's par. Okay.
Mhm.
And Thomas has just got one as well.
Back of the neck. What's that? Not the nape.
Name.
Name.
Oh,
A
what is
nappy.
What's silicon
But it's
dioxide? Something SO2.
That's sand. That's
Sand.
well, it's sand in this case. As Tom.
So Sandy from Greece.
Yeah,
Yep.
Peter
Yes.
got that on YouTube and on Peter.
So yes,
a
it's
male
not.
cow turned into someone threatening
And why?
because it's bull to bully.
Correct.
Forensic accountant.
Ooh.
Auditory. Yeah.
Very good. So just the back of the neck. It might help to think about animals here.
Mainly.
Mm.
No, it's got a word. It's got a word for that.
On a horse. Yeah, it's not the. Oh, crumbs.
With the withers,
No,
withering.
like how
Fetlock.
might
E.
a cat might pick up their young.
Scruff and scruff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are back from break, so
Okay,
but they
well,
haven't
that's-
started yet. So
Okay,
so
and
what turns into
can
something
you-
threat?
so what's can you see the thing that I've done at the very end?
Why?
hmm
And
Explain.
why?
You're adding
Ah.
why?
Yeah, exactly. So
It's very
a
clever.
forensic accountant is an auditor. that becomes auditory, related to hearing. Class becomes classy. Par becomes parry. Sand becomes sandy. So someone threatening is a bully. So a bull would turn into someone threatening. And why? You are adding a Y. I gave you a small hint there, I think. So I'm going to give you 5. So I wasn't keeping track of any of the scores there. So you should have been.
We've got a 5, a 6, and a 4, I think.
Yep. So it's a bonus 15 points. So
42.
what's the life, the universe, and everything? It's
42.
42, and that is
Whoa.
Well done, everyone.
Well done on the people who spotted class. And those were the 2 I would not have done.
I really enjoyed that. Dan.
I
Thanks
hope
for
you're
that.
in.
Yeah, that was great.
I loved making those questions. I must admit, when I found a pun essentially that I could wrap a question around,
Yeah.
such as they are reigning monarchs. Oh, reign, fine. Let's just do that. Yeah, yeah, good. Very well done, everyone. You
Would
only
play
got 6
again.
points.
Enjoyed that.
Oh god, give me a month to write the questions.
You've probably got about a month, so it's fine.
It did. Oh yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. Well done.
Hooray!
Thank you.
Thank
Share my screen again.
The thing is, I've never actually listened to Round Britain Quiz. That makes it sound quite enjoyable. Is it actually enjoyable? or
It's
is
only
it
been
awful?
going about 70 years now.
I know. I don't listen to much radio. Is the problem.
It's very, very difficult.
Is
Yeah,
it any
it-
It's a
fun?
lot
did-
harder than that.
It didn't start off remotely like the way it is now.
Yeah.
It started off as a quite sort of, do you know this obscure thing or not type quiz.
Right.
Then they sort of, to try and help people make a sort of stab at some of the answers, they kind of evolved this style of everything's got a link to it.
Right.
And so they all got sort of like a loose only connect type
Mhm.
link to it, or a wordplay link to it.
You see, like, if it's sort of thing, if it's that sort of Dan level, I'd probably quite enjoy it. But it's harder than that, and I suspect I'll probably.
It's a lot harder than that.
It's a bit more kind of there's a bit more sort of arty and high culture literature type
Definitely.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I guarantee that at least every other show there'll be one question that you think is dead easy that they will really struggle with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Agreed.
I'm
Yeah,
looking into that.
I think also just because of this is having words on a screen is actually very helpful to me. So
You can download the questions from the website,
Yeah.
and so if you want to play along as you're watching it,
Round Britain Quiz is airing at the moment, so there'll be 4 episodes ish on BBC Sounds.
Sorry, that's right. BBC
Uh,
Sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
not.
One the other day.
I didn't realize they had like laser sights actually
Yeah.
pointing